You've got a protocol with one required method. This method has a default implementation in the protocol extension. The extension also declares another method that's not part of the protocol. Then, in the conforming object, you implement the protocol's required method, even though it's got a default implementation. But this object also declares a method whose signature matches the non-required method in the protocol extension. Finally, you instantiate the object and use it three different ways: as a concrete, existential, and generic type. The question is, what will be the result of calling each method? When you use the implementation directly, the compiler and runtime know nothing about the protocol. For that reason, they always use the methods declared on the object itself. For an existential type, the result is slightly less intuitive, though still fully expected. The runtime doesn't know much about the concrete type. It is designed to consult with the protocol witness table in the existential container. And the rule is that the concrete implementation always overrides the default one. Because of that, the runtime calls the methods from the actual class, not the protocol extension. But when it sees the method that's not a point of customization, it calls the version specified in the protocol extension. That's because the runtime has no knowledge of the concrete type. And here's the most surprising scenario. When you use the protocol as a generic constraint, the compiler does know about the concrete implementation, but the runtime doesn't. You might expect to have the implementation's methods called in both cases. But that's not what happens. Just like in the previous scenario, you get the required method from the struct, but the non-required method from the protocol. Protocol extensions always use static dispatch, and because of that, the compiler doesn't even try to look for any alternative implementations.